Just recently, I did a video on hoarding and how you can kind of emotionally block yourself from achieving things in life. And I did speak about the fact that this could be related to Mercury, Moon, uh, possibly 12th house, 4th house as well. And I just thought I'd just express a little bit more about uh, planet of Mercury and Moon because both of them are so important about our psyche and how we just deal with life really. So obviously hoarding is just one of many things that can go wrong, and the problem is as well both these planets are not really friendly with each other, so they don't really work that well in in each other's houses. However, you know, with kind of like good aspects and help from friendly planets to them, they can progress and do better. So Mercury is like your social ability, and it's your personality, your character. It kind of shows how we learn, how we organise, prioritise, plan, schedule things, how we express ourselves. Obviously, you have to look at the moon as well, but it's a sign of expression because obviously Mercury rules the third natural house of the zodiac, which is Gemini, which is all about self expression. And it also rules how we think, how we process our talents, because obviously it rules the hands, and also Virgo is a practical sign as well. So you kind of got these two planets of these two signs of intelligence and intellect and practicality, logic, and materializing things. And it also rules your ideas. Obviously, sixth house of the natural zodiac, Virgo, is all to do with daily routines, how you get up, get yourself organized, get yourself to work, dressed and ready for work, and just all those kind of things that most of us probably just completely take it for granted that we can just get up and get on with the day. These are all can be quite difficult for somebody who has these issues in their chart. And obviously, don't forget that also Mercury is the karaka, or the significator of business as well, business and communication. And he also rules friends and colleagues and neighbours as well. So without Mercury, one can't really materialise things and cannot actually deal with the daily tasks. They can seem quite like mundane, boring things, but obviously these are all important because how you deal with your daily routine is how you deal with life. And you then learn to budget, you learn to organise, you learn to prioritise, and so somebody who has these issues with Mercury might actually have logic issues and cannot plan. So this is one of the things that I wanted to say, because I think we're also kind of like caught up in all the other sort of like aspects of our chart, but we actually forget that literally, we all, need Mercury in order to get on with today's world, because obviously it also rules travel and rules skin, so you can see that people who can't express themselves, they can get they get hives, they get red around the neck, they blush, or they can stutter or stammer, they can literally they could have learning difficulties, because you can see all the spectrums of different things that can go wrong with somebody who has issues with Mercury. And when this is also if you also have moon sitting with Mercury, particularly if Mercury is debilitated or in the 12th house, doesn't necessarily, that's the thing, doesn't necessarily have to be in Pisces, but even for example, for an Aquarius ascendant, if Mercury is in Capricorn, which is their 12th house, is still going to act that Mercury, like a debilitated Mercury. And obviously now you have Capricorn, which is their 12th house, but it's also the natural 10th house of the zodiac. So it could give them issues at work, you know, sort of like they could be a little bit like shy about work and applying themselves, applying for jobs, putting their CV out to, you know, trying to look for work. So they can actually delay all those processes, because then suddenly everything is just like becomes a little bit difficult, a little bit hard to handle. And if also, say for example, if Moon is sitting with Mercury as well, then and Mercury and Moon both in the 12th house, and we can just talk about it as though the 12th house is Pisces, for example, and Jupiter, their dispositor, is also debilitated, or it's in an unfriendly house as well, then that could also make it difficult as well. So that can also so it could apply to any ascendant. So it could, for example, be like a Sagittarius ascendant, and Moon and Mercury can both be in Scorpio. So Mercury doesn't do well there, and Moon is also debilitated there. And if also there's sort of like the Lord of that house, which is Mars, the sort of dispositor for them, is also in difficulty. So that kind of causes all these kind of things where the person is probably find daily routines and normal tasks that we all take for granted, like chopping the vegetables, getting everything ready, reading a recipe and making a meal. All of those can be quite difficult for a person. So you want to have a look at that, actually, because also, you know, these two planets not being friendly with each other as well, they, you know, there's always this game of overthinking, overanalyzing, and also Mercury in different houses because it's your learning process. So in different houses, it can learn differently as well. And so this can be either Moon being in a difficult situation, Mercury being in a difficult situation, or both of them together in a difficult situation. Their dispositor, the landlord for them, also being in a difficult situation as well. And if these issues don't get any better than in the D9, which is like, if you like, kind of shows exactly how strong the planets are, then that could really cause issues with these individuals, really. So I just thought I'd just do this video, and it just kind of made me think maybe I should kind of spend a bit more time on Mercury, because everybody is kind of wanting to know about love and money, but really sometimes all those issues are a little bit more to do with your personal planets, really. So Mercury is such a personal planet that by making that stronger, you can naturally connect to people so much better. If you work on your Moon, you can connect emotionally with people so much better as well. So all of those will actually make you, the process of getting into relationships or doing well in your career, much more stable, if you like. So anyway, I would actually, if you could comment, you know, if you find anything difficult in terms of learning and how you learn. Is it through repetition? Because that could be Capricorn. So yeah, it'd be interesting to know what everybody says, and I'll do videos to do with that, because I think if we all make our Mercury stronger, and actually doing these videos for you guys has helped my Mercury as well, because I've always worked in businesses that I actually listen more than I speak. So probably my communication skills has been on hold. I don't have a weak Mercury, but nonetheless, because it's been kind of like listening more than expressing, it still has been kind of redundant for a bit. So you guys are helping me improve on my Mercury as well. So I do appreciate that 100%. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.